I always wondered why we were never able to use this staircase in school, but the teachers, staff, and the headmaster were able to use them. I never knew where the bottom of the staircase was because I always saw the teachers walking up the stairs, but never walking down the stairs. In every assembly, the headmaster ordered us not to use the staircase, though we already knew not to. One time, the class clown said he was going to go down the staircase that we weren't supposed to use, and our physics teacher grabbed him, and she screamed at him to not go down there. He ended up sitting back down, snickering as some students were whispering to each other and some exchanged confused glances with one another. This made me more fixated on knowing more about the staircase. I'd wander around the school, looking to find where the bottom of the staircase was, but I'd never find it. I'd spend my break time asking different people about what they know about the staircase, and if they knew any rumors about them. Every rumor they'd say, I'd write down in my notebook. One rumor someone said was that a student in the 7th grade went down the staircase and was never seen again. Another rumor was that our maths teacher kills anyone who goes down the staircase. Though most of the rumors sounded quite stupid, I still wrote them down. At some point, my friend Josh started noticing how curious I was about the staircase. Josh was quite a fearless guy. He would do anything dangerous, as if he was on a suicide mission, like the time when we had a science experiment, and he thought that touching the Bunsen burner would be a good idea. He ended up getting severe 3rd-degree burns on his hand, which took around a year to heal, and also became the prime example of what not to do in a science experiment. That was only one of the things he did, but I won't go into detail about the others. 2 days ago, as we were sitting on one of the benches after school, Josh asked, "Why don't you just go down the stairs?" "I don't want to get suspended. I have a good record unlike you," I said, rolling my eyes. "I have a plan though. It better not be stupid." That's when he pulled a notebook out of his bag and drew 2 stick figures. The one with the smiley face is me, and the one with the sad face is you. "Do you understand?" he said. "I do. We're going to do this pretty early, about 3 or 4 a.m. We're going to break into the school. Don't worry though, I've done it before and succeeded." He started to draw a gate, then drew the stick figure representing me climbing over, and the stick figure representing him over the gate, as it waited for me to climb down. "This plan is kind of stupid," I said, observing his rushed drawings. "Do you want to see what's under those stairs? Or not?" "I do." "Then listen. So after we break in, we'll need to be pretty quiet. No talking until we actually get into the building. We'll need flashlights, so we'll both bring our phones. When we get into the building, you need to follow me. The stairs are near where our classroom is, remember?" he explained, with a moderately harsh tone. That's how I knew he was serious. "Okay, it kind of makes sense. I'm gonna go now though. Tomorrow we'll go through the plan again. Make sure to write it down. See you tomorrow, Josh," I said, picking up my backpack and leaving. The next day, at break, Josh showed me his notebook, which contained a detailed plan, explaining exactly what he had said the day before, but in more depth. Though I was hesitant to go through with the plan, I did really want to see those stairs. I had been so determined to know every single thing about those stairs, and this was like a once-in-a-lifetime chance for me. So I agreed to the plan. That was yesterday. I had my alarm set for 2:30 a.m. I got ready, which took about 20 minutes. At around 2:55 a.m., I was out the house. From my house to my school was walking distance, so it was easy for me to get there. When I got there, I was quite surprised to see Josh already there, in front of the gate, looking at the floor. "Oh, you're here already. Should we start now?" he asked. "Yeah, sure, why not?" I said. That's when he started climbing up the gate. I made sure to watch his technique so I could do the same when he was done. He climbed up the gate fairly quickly, then climbed down the gate, and he was in. "Your turn." I slowly started climbing the gate, my arms shaking a bit every time I climbed higher. Eventually, I was able to get down. "Okay, now to get inside the building we need to use the back of the building. There's a door there, and for some reason it's never locked," he whispered, and I nodded. We started walking at a fast pace, making sure not to step on anything that would make noise. When we finally entered the building, I followed Josh. Using the flashlight on my phone, we slowly made our way up the stairs, being careful of our surroundings. After what felt like forever, we finally found the staircase. "Are you ready?" he whispered. Of course. We started going down, step by step. It looked normal, and I didn't get why we couldn't use it. As we were going down further and further, a foul odor hit my nose and started getting stronger and stronger as we went down. "What is that smell?" I asked, holding my nose with one hand and holding my phone with the other. "You smell it too." "It's horrible," he said. Though the smell was tormenting our nostrils, we kept on going. I started getting quite tired. I felt like I had been walking down those stairs for an eternity. At some point, as I continued to point my flashlight downwards, I saw something abnormal, out of this world. I held Josh's arm so he wouldn't go down any more steps. He was about to open his mouth to speak until he also saw what I was seeing and immediately closed his mouth. We saw darkness, but in that darkness were faces. Some were crying, some were smiling, but as they looked directly into our eyes, their faces became angry, full of hatred. They started screaming and shouting unintelligible words. They reached their arms out to us. That's when the darkness started rising, and I screamed at Josh to run. Hyperventilating as tears streamed down my face, I rapidly ran up the stairs as the darkness slowly consumed our every step. As Josh was running though, he tripped up a step and fell. I screamed and heard the sound of synchronized laughter and the sound of Josh screaming in agony and terror as the creatures pulled him into the void. I kept running up and up the stairs and didn't dare to look behind me. Somehow I was able to reach the top of the stairs, and when I did I collapsed to the floor, shaking uncontrollably, tears still streaming down my face as I covered my face, screaming. Someone tapped my shoulder, and as I uncovered my face I realized it was my physics teacher. She stared at me with a mix of emotions on her face. She held her hand out, gesturing me to get up. When I got up I realized she wasn't the only one there. All the teachers that taught my class were there, in a line all staring at me. Some were crying, some just stared blankly at me with no expression. "You're going to have to go to the headmaster's office. I'm sorry," she said, her voice slightly quivering. When we arrived, she opened the door, and as she shut it, I heard the sound of the door locking. That's when I realized this wasn't the headmaster's office. That was a few hours ago. Now I'm still here. My phone's on 46%, and I'm just sitting here, wondering if it was worth it. I should have just listened. Now I've lost my best friend, and I'm going to rot here, and if anyone finds me, they'll only find my decaying body. I'm posting this for everyone to know my story and to say goodbye.